Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading for the month of May, my friends. How are you, my psychic buddies? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Look, if you're brand new and you just came across this channel, I am so grateful that you did. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, for clicking here, first of all. And we're kind of a community here. So if you would like to be in the comments, we'd like to be there. I like to be there for sure. And thank you for giving this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the programming. For those of you Scorpios who are always here, clicking, viewing, subscribing, and hitting that bell button to make sure you know what I'm uploading. Thank you so much for doing that. It's you that I appreciate so much. I appreciate you. All right. So we are doing a reading for the month of May 2024. We're going to start out with the overall energy for the month. We're going to use the Sign of the Times Oracle. Then we're going to pick a card for beginning, middle, and the end of the month. We're going to be using the Quantum Oracle. And then for those of you who want to stick around for the end of the video, I am going to be talking a little bit about love. We're going to use the Lover's Oracle, and then we're going to use the Soul's Journey Oracle for a little more emotional energy for love. So let's find out what's going on for you, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio. How'd you get through that moon? God, that is an intense moon. And I mean, I heard all of the astrologers saying how intense it was, but I am a Pisces moon. And so I feel things vibrationally a lot, like you. And so I've been a blubber face. I mean, Pisces usually cries a lot, and we're blubber faces anyway. But when it comes up in the moon energy, everything is vibrational. And I just find myself falling into like sobbing for no reason. Just you know, this is the final energetic purge, right? So we can get into the new cycle. And I'm a Taurus, and it's been very intense for Taurus energy. I'm a Taurus sun. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about you, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's find out what's could be possibly coming up in the month of May 2024. Overall energy for you is the bullseye. So you need to stay focused on your stability. We do have card number 40. Fours are always about stability, right? And stability, letting you know that you're on the right path and to persevere, and also that, you know, to have faith that it's all going to work out. So I feel as long as you keep your eye on the bullseye, as long as you keep stable and sturdy and stay on the right path, I feel like you're already on the right path, Scorpio. I feel like you just need to keep focus on that. It says bullseye, right? You just need to keep focused on that. We have personal power. So we have a card number 28, which is a 10, breaks down to a 1. I feel like you're at the precipice or the beginning of everything going your way, as long as you're not scared to move through the energies that will bring you to your personal power. And I've never met a Scorpio that was scared of a damn thing. I'm just saying. Just saying. So I'm going to use this deck for the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month. Let's pull one card for each. Tell me about Scorpio, please, in the month of May 2024. The first thing we have here is the honoring path. Look, I feel like you're going to be getting some attention. I feel like whatever you're doing in your life, it might be, for some of you, it might be something special you just started, but it feels like you're going to be getting a lot of attention, whether it's romantic attention, attention for whatever it is you do for your job, or attention for going down some type of path that you've never been down before. But I feel like somebody here wants to honor you. It could be a group of people. We see people clapping. Whatever it is, you might have a talent. You might be out in the public eye. You might be on the stage. Maybe you are someone who is on Broadway. Maybe you are someone who is in the public eye because you're an actor or an actress. But it feels like the honoring path is a place where you are going to be noticed, I'm going to say. So if you do have some specific talent, please let it be seen by people, because I feel like you are set to be on the honoring path. The middle of the month, we have the Sacred Temple, and the Sacred Temple is the place where you learn about you. I see these lights here as orbs. I don't know if you've ever seen the orbs that are in my readings. I kind of feel like you, for some of you in the middle of the month, you will be being inspired by people who have passed on before you. I want to say they are, you know, the people that are in your lineage, grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, or people, loved ones that have already passed over. I feel like the Sacred Temple is a place, like it could be within you because the body is a temple, but this also could be a place where you go to worship. And I feel like you will be feeling that kind of energy around the middle of the month, maybe getting closer to your spirituality or closer to your religion, or you're finding maybe a new place of worship. This can be, the sacred temple can be your own body. Like it can be just you and the source, but it can also be like a place where you go. Some people like to go to church because they like the fellowship, right? They like other people that are like-minded, that are around them. It could be one of those situations. What's coming up for Scorpio at the end of the month, please? We have fear. So something here is going to make you feel uncomfortable. But you know what? This life is about uncomfortable stuff. I'm going to say, as long as you stay close to the sacred temple, your spirituality, your religion, whatever it is that you do to worship, I feel like this is going to be the stability that you're going to need to get through whatever is coming up. We're going to clarify all of this, of course. We do have travel. Maybe you have a fear of travel, a fear of flying, possibly for some of you. But also, this travel could indicate that maybe you're not going temporarily. Maybe you're going permanently. Right? Maybe you've decided to just go to a whole new different place here. This is a door, and we have some luggage here. I feel like if you are going, you've already gotten that download. We've got sunshine here, which is showing that there, it's showing everything. Nothing is hiding from you. Plus the flowers are pink, and pink is the color of the crown chakra, which is also here. I feel like you may be getting some downloads here. All right, let's leave this here. Let's get some tarot on it. This space down here I'm going to leave for advice from the universe, and we'll take a different tarot deck for that. Tell me about what the focus should be for Scorpio, please, for the month of May. Letting things go, my friend. We have the devil energy in the reverse. Making decisions. Look at this. All this major arcana. This is a month of change for you. A lot of change, but I'm going to say that you're the initiator of the change. It's not something that's coming at you that'll surprise you that you can't handle. I feel like you are focused on change. Bottom of the deck here, we have the Eight of Pentacles. It's because you've been working on yourself. It's because you've been mastering something. So whether it's baking, maybe you're a baker, maybe you started a business, but I feel like it's self-mastery. It's like you're finding some type of discipline, and the discipline is leading you to some type of self-mastery. So I feel like the focus here is what you should be focusing on is your own stability, not the stability of others, but what's going on in your own life. It feels like with the devil in reverse, it's the release. It's letting go of things that had you stuck. It's like this is the release of codependency, the release of fear and doubt. There is fear at the end of the month here. And I feel like this is already preparing you for that at the overall energy for the month, right? The end of the month, it says there's some fear. I feel like you're just going to skippity-doo right over that. I think this is a speed bump. I don't think it's really anything that you have to be worried about. But the devil in reverse tells me releasing fear, releasing doubt, codependency, obsessive thinking, or maybe you had been doing something in the past obsessively that was hurting you spiritually, mentally, physically. You're going to be releasing that and really focusing on your stability. And then we have the Judgment card, right? The Judgment card for me, well, first of all, we got Capricorn energy here. The Judgment card for me as a reader is Virgo and Pisces. It's about going over the details about whether we can resurrect this thing or whether we even want to. And how we know if we want to is we go inward. We go into this Piscean psychic type energy to figure out what the focus should really be. So for some of you, the focus is releasing enough stuff that you can make a really big decision that will change your life. And it might be because you have either been working on a business, possibly, or something that you have been perfecting, whether you are a musician, or maybe you are someone who throws clay, or whatever it is. I feel like you are going over the details of something, but it could be you as well. There is a moment of alchemy coming up here. Temperance card is about patience. It's about balance, but it's also finding the right balance between you and the universe, between the things that are hot and cold in your life. It feels like it's going to be an emotional time of shift for you, I want to say. But the Judgment card and the Temperance together tells me that you are going to have a shift into something that is very stable. So if you're coming into this reading in the month of May feeling like things are up in the air, all the balls in the air, and that you're scared that they're going to fall to the ground, I feel like you're going to get some type of stability in the month of May. So Temperance card tells me there's a moment of alchemy coming. The moment of alchemy is the Judgment. You're going to be making a really big decision. For some of you, it's going to go back around to someone and ask for a second chance in love or a job or something like that. For others of you, you're out and you are headed the other way on some sort of path that is going to change your life. I really do feel that the Devil card is sort of a positive influence in the reverse, because it tells me with the Judgment card here, you're making a very clear decision to release something that never served you. And it actually was holding you in place. It was an attachment that you had that you couldn't get rid of. I think that this decision at the beginning of the month for you to be very focused on your goals, your stability, and making big decisions and big moves this month, I feel like is going to lead you to this honoring path here. Hang on a second. I just dropped a card. Oh God, it's never in the place that it's easy to retrieve from. We do have the Emperor. There we go. So I want to say you're getting your crap together this month, Scorpio. Look, if you want to know what's coming up astrologically, because I know I don't watch the other Scorpio readings, but I want to tell you that my favorite astrologer on this platform thus far is Jimmy at the Tarot Ship. So if you want to know and you're interested in your astrology, there's many, many beautiful, lovely, and very accurate astrologers on this platform. But my favorite so far is Jimmy from the Tarot Ship. Please go take a look there and find out what's coming up in the month of May for you, in terms of astrologically. I'm not the person to talk to about that. But nonetheless, here, we have you at the beginning of the month, the Emperor. You're taking charge of the whole damn thing. You're like, I'm the one who's in charge. I call the shots. I'm the one with the last word. I'm going to make sure that I have everything I need for me to keep my empire running. What is your empire? It's your job. It's your children, your house, your mortgage, your car. It's like all the things that you possess, right? All the things that are in the empire. You might also be someone who's responsible for other people. You might be someone who is a CEO or a president or a vice president, or you're kind of higher up in the echelons of the corporate world, and you make big decisions about what they get paid or if they keep their job or something like that. I feel like you're going to be honored for your position. And if it's not being that you're honored for your position, it feels like you're being noticed as being a step above everybody else. It's like, everybody can be in a crowd of people, but someone raises someone else on their shoulders and they're above everybody. They get a different perspective about what's going on. So I want to say that somebody is going to be honoring you, and it might be your boss, right? The Emperor could be someone who is your boss. They could also be someone who is a father or a grandfather or an older brother or sister. So the Emperor is leaning masculine energy, is predominantly masculine, but also is feminine energy. So this can be feminine or masculine energy. We have the Two of Cups and we have the Knight of Cups. Well, look at that. I feel like somebody's sweet on you, Scorpio. I feel like someone is going to reveal themselves to you as someone who has emotions for you. This person is going to honor you for the person that you are, for getting it together, for being in charge, for being the leader. I feel like this person is wants to honor you, wants to get closer to you with romantic energy. I feel like you will be having some sort of a reunion with this person. We do have the Two of Cups and we have the Ace of Cups in the hand of the Knight. And so the Three Cups is reunion. It's celebratory energy. Maybe you'll meet this person out at a celebration or a public place, a place where you've gone to have a few drinks, or a friend's place for a barbecue or something like that. But it feels like whoever they are, they know you well enough to know you. Like I knew you when. I'm listening to Mariana's Trench in my head say, I knew you when. So this person didn't know you when you were the Emperor. Before you became the Emperor is when they knew you. So it could be someone who has always been sweet on you and never really said so, but it feels like somebody's going to be honoring your path. You are going to be pointed out. You're going to be someone who everybody sees as being above everyone else, or that they can see clearer. It's like you have you have an audience. So maybe you are someone who is a public speaker, or maybe you are someone who has a platform of some sort on the internet. But it feels like other people will be honoring you, and it's because this person who has romantic feelings for you, who has love feelings for you, they're going to point it out. They're going to say, do you know what, I knew Scorpio before I knew they were going to be the emperor. I knew Scorpio before they were the emperor, and I just knew it. I knew that they were going to be the emperor. So it could be something like that. Tell me, at the middle of the month, we have the sacred temple. I feel like you're looking inward to your spirituality here. We do have the Seven of Cups, we do have the Eight of Cups, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is in the reverse in the distance. I feel like the sacred temple is confusing or overwhelming for you, and you might be someone who's new to the spiritual world, or you're new to understanding how freaking psychic you are, because you are the psychic giant of the entire zodiac. So whether you believe that you have psychic intuition or not, you do, and that's the thing. No matter where it comes up, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, it's going to show up as some psychic energy. And of course, if you want more information about how that is going to play out, or how that might affect you as a Scorpio, go see Jimmy at the Tarot Ship. So we do have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is overwhelm, right? It is also illusion. So maybe you had thoughts or thoughts about what you thought it should look like to be spiritual, what you thought it should look like to be religious. Look, when people meet me and they figure out, I don't tell them, but when they figure out I do what I do, they think I'm supposed to act a specific way. But look, just don't get into it with me. I'm a Taurus sun with fire in my rising, Sagittarius. You test your God before you test me. Like, I feel like that you are not going to be everybody's idea of what a spiritualist is. I feel like you have your own path, and I feel like you really don't care what they think of you. It feels like it has been sort of like an overwhelmingly emotional maneuver for you to become this part of the sacred temple. Either you are becoming the sacred temple, or you are attending the sacred temple. It's up to you. But I feel like your emotions, I feel like you've decided to pull away with emotion and say, look, I'm just here like you, just trying to keep balance. I'm in the juggle and the struggle, trying to keep my balance spiritually, emotionally, like everybody else. I feel like you have decided that you're going to go inward to your own temple to try and get some answers here. This does tell me also that your legacy, people who have already left the world and gone to the other side, they actually have a really big part in bringing you to your spirituality. So if you're new to your spirituality, or maybe you've always been spiritual, but now you're really starting to live those principles, or whatever principles you feel are good for you, I feel like it is it's something that you've learned to balance with the pentacle world. I feel like you are going to be asked more and more. Like, I feel like your spiritual self becomes more prominent and more noticeable to other people in the month of May. Tell me about fear. Tell me about why there's fear for Scorpio. Tell me why there's fear, please. Tell me about fear. All right. We'll take that. We'll take these ones. These ones all came out on their side. Whenever cards come out on the side for me, it's always a challenge. So I want to say, first of all, we have the Ace of Wands. I feel like you're scared to go out on a new path. I feel like there is some sort of new, exciting path that is beckoning you, a very passionate thing. And I feel like you have some fear that it's not going to work out if you decide to go that way. We do have the Page of Cups. It's like an opportunity that pops up that says, look, you have an opportunity that's very exciting. It's time to open a new path of passion. This could be passion with a person, or a passion that you have in your heart. Maybe you're a painter. Maybe you're a musician. It feels like it's a new path that's going to surprise you, and it's going to cause fear because you are a fixed sign. Like me, I'm probably the most fixed because I'm Taurus sun, but you are the fixed sign, and you don't like when things pop up in you. You don't like when people want an immediate answer. You want to take it away, look at it, go at it strategically, make a plan, right? You don't want to have someone just pop up on you. It feels like there is some sort of a realization or a breakthrough. And so when this does come to you, this new opportunity, it does strike fear in you. But I think when you realize that the sun is here and you're going to be able to see all the details of whatever this opportunity is, it's going to give you a breakthrough. And I feel like it's an opportunity for growth. And we always get scared, all of us, every single one of us gets scared when we're on the precipice of doing something really grand or amazing. And I think the sun is telling me that it's grand and amazing, but I also feel like it has something to do with emotions or psychic emotions, because we do have water here with the Page of Cups. It's something that you've just begun or you've just started. It could be your spiritual self. The sun is here. We have Leo energy. And so when the sun is here, it's a growth period, spiritually, professionally. Spiritually, professionally, your growth as a person, your growth in your career, and then we do have justice. Whatever it is that that is coming to you, that is going to strike fear in your heart, and you might know that this is, please know at the end of the month that this is going to be something that's really big. It's going to cause a breakthrough for you, but it's also going to give you justice, balance. The truth is coming out about something, and I feel like it's an opportunity that you should really look at carefully here. All right, let's find out what the advice is here. The advice for Scorpio for the end of the month here, or the month of May in 2024. What sort of advice do we have in the month, please, for Scorpio? We have the Ace of Cups. Wow. What? Scorpio, look at this. Look, it's an amazing month of new beginnings for you. You are getting new opportunities. New opportunities are showing up. I feel like there's a love opportunity. I feel like there's a pentacle opportunity, like something for you to get your stability and make you a lot of money. And it's all because of justice. The truth about something is coming out. You're going to be honest about something, or someone's going to be honest with you. It could even be a legal thing. Maybe there's something that's going on that's legal in your life. And if that is the truth, it's going to end up in a payout. You are going to get the payout that you need, my friend. We do have Libra energy here. So I want to say that you're about to experience a month of balance, a month of everything coming into karmic balance for you. And I feel like it's based on the decisions that you're making, because you're making some really big decisions in the month of May, which are going to change the trajectory of your life. It's something that you've never done before that you're going to do now, and it's going to change everything. That's what it feels like here. Yeah, this is coming at you fast. I feel like the opportunity is in love and is in your pentacle world. So that could mean your house, your car, your job, whatever that is, anything that's, that's material like you can taste and touch. I feel like with this Chariot energy here, it tells me that you are, like, it happens so fast that it pays out immediately. Like, I feel like it gives you immediate karmic balance here. So the Chariot is racing to the finish line, essentially. Make sure that you keep yourself in balance with your feminine and your masculine energy, your spiritual energy. I feel it's really important for you to stay in balance, because it's the only way to keep the Chariot moving. So, bottom of the deck, there it is. King of Swords. Look, for some of you, maybe you've decided to go to law school. Maybe you're going to be a lawyer or a judge or a magistrate. Maybe you've decided to be a police officer, psychologist, psychiatrist. You're incredibly intelligent. You could have an Aries, a Gemini, or a Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra energy. You could have those energies within the chart possibly. We have Leo here as well, and we have Aries energy here as well. So I feel like we're talking about leadership. People trust you because you're honest, because honestly, I just think you don't really give a fuck. Like, you're just, I'm going to be honest with you, and it's going to cause balance, but maybe they're not going to like the answer that you have for them. I feel like, say, initially it's going to cause fear. It's going to strike fear in your heart, but I feel like things come into balance for you in this month. I'm just going to remove these. We're going to look at the love energy here. Let's find out what else is going on for Scorpio, and this time in love. All right. Tell me about Scorpio. Okay, what's this? We've got transformation. It says your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. This could be in someone that you love platonically or someone that you love romantically. Take it as it resonates for you. But something is about to change. Your relationship with someone else is about to change. It's about to deepen. So whether the friendship deepens or a member of the family, the relationship with them deepens, or if this is romantic for you, then I feel like you are going to experience the deepening of some type of connection here. Love conquers and transforms all things. Oh, I love it. Freedom. Look at that. And doubt. I release the need to know all answers. You release it to the universe. The temple path is what we had at in the middle of your reading, right? So it feels like once you do gain this freedom of thought, freedom of spirituality, freedom of whatever you're going to focus on to get your stability, it says here, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And I love that because it feels like there's a transformational love that is showing up for you here, my friend. So like I said, whether it's platonic or romantic, this love is showing up because you have freed yourself from the ties that bound you in the previous month. Tell me more about this, please, for Scorpio. We have the Four of Cups, we have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Wands. Look, death is here. So that's your energy, right? That is transformational energy, which we're talking about right here. So I feel like the Four of Cups, the transformation is you're no longer bored. Things are about to get quicker for you here. The Two of Pentacles tells me all of a sudden things in your pentacle world pick up. Now you're juggling things. You're trying to fit people into your schedule. It might be a romantic connection, right? If you're deepening the connection, it might be someone that you met and maybe you dated them once or twice, but you've decided to deepen that connection with somebody now. And so it's about to get a little bit busier. You're about to be in the juggle of emotions here. You're about to be in the juggle of emotions because things are about to pick up and get really fast here. It might be communication going back and forth, like somebody you doubted that you could be with. You're feeling now, because you're feeling different, you're emitting or giving off a different energy of being free, and I'm going to go with the flow, and if you stay or you leave, that's up to you. I'm just going to open the door and let you come in and out. It's best not to be the door person, right? Not hanging on to people saying, please don't go. I don't think you would do that anyway, but I feel like that's sort of what this energy is here. There we go, Three of Cups. So I want to say that things are, again, the third time we've seen justice now. You are about to get some sort of karmic balance. Something is about to be resolved for you. You're about to release a bunch of karmic crap. That's what it feels like. So if you've had some hardship and you've been trying to work through some karmic stuff in making changes, and when we make big changes in our life, we realize how much karmic stuff we've created. I feel like this is going to be, by the time you get to the end of the month, you're going to feel so light compared to what you felt before. I think you're racing to the finish line here. So we do have the Three of Cups. Yep, that's the reason why things get a little busier. I feel like you do meet someone out at some sort of a social thing, celebration, happiness, and I feel like you're willing to juggle whatever you have to juggle in order to fit somebody into your life. It's okay that things are that are starting to move really quickly, because I feel like this is going to bring you a lot of joy. We have 4 and 3, which is 7. So it could be overwhelming, like an overwhelming emotional connection to someone that's about to deepen. I'm going to leave that right here. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I appreciate you. Have yourself a beautiful May, and I'll be back to do more readings for you. You guys, love ya. Bye.